Pull up a seat and grab some fresh bannock. Listen to the tale of this old sturgeon. Once a small egg, I am now gigantic. To reach this age, it is quite a fortune. First, let me tell you a bit about me. I don't have any teeth and suck up food whole. With my small eyes, I can't see very well. I can't see very well. On river bottoms, I suck up debris. With my barbells, I can taste, touch, and smell. My back is gray, and my stomach is white. My back is gray, and my stomach is white. My skeet serve me well when enemies bite. I am home here again, once in Derby. Just one stop on the beautiful Fraser. I hope to share the tale of its history, where it began beneath a huge glacier. Carving and cutting a nice new valley, once free of ice, my family swam back. What they saw was a view quite uncanny. Unlike the past, this new river was whack. But this place was now a sturgeon's delight, full of gravel for eggs, deep and murky. For people too, this river, what a sight. Stuffed with salmon and smelt fish, how tasty. People have lived here a long, long while. In 1808, 200 years past, new players in town brought different style. Well, what is it? What happened, you ask? My pa told the tale of Simon Fraser, exploring a place he'd never been in. First explorer to trace the whole river, which would bring many more Europeans. 1858, this came to be true. They came in buckets by steamboats galore. What all these men did, do you have a clue? Panning for gold, an old rock they adore. Not too long after dear I was spawned, the new CP railway was completed. Man with new travel and trade routes quite fond, but with loud rumbling sounds I was greeted. They built along the great estuaries, erecting food farms on their new estates, filling the bogs with many cranberries, quite unaware of their soon-to-be fates. They had built dikes to protect where they dwelled, soon to find out they'd have to do better. 1894, the river swelled. It swallowed homes, the largest flood ever. I entered these homes made up of wood, filled with strange beds and weird porcelain decor. I thought of the trees that once may have stood. Indoors is no place for this dinosaur. At the turn of the century, fishing grew. Some harvests were millions of pounds. A population of once many, now few. Only time will tell us if it rebounds. Now fishermen, sure, they're not all that bad. Some fish for food and some just for fun. But if they kept catching a 12-footer sure makes them glad. But if they kept fishing, we might be none. At age 25, I'm ready to spawn. Filled with thousands of eggs, I must lay them. For you young kids, I don't mean to make you yawn. To you, this process may seem like mayhem. In 1913, Hell's Gate did collapse. Sadly, it closed the pathway to friends. Many migrating salmonid in traps. Through built ladders, just the strongest ascends. A great swimming place called Old Sumas Lake used to fill all the fields of Abbotsford. But those fields were needed to grow food for flank steak, and so humans drained that lake. How absurd. When I was of age 103, something dire did happen here on our shores. To science, still an unsolved mystery, some sort of plague on these old dinosaurs. In the 90s, many friends passed away, so scientists now call us protected. We need your help if we're here to stay. Recall all living things are connected. Which brings me to parks. These wondrous places, where both plants and animals they provide, a nice place to live and hiding spaces, and all things needed for us to survive. So I'm here today to ask you this one thing, a request for all people, young and old. Protect these places for our offspring and enjoy them for their beauties untold. So that brings me to farewell and goodbye. If you have any questions, I'll be on standby.
Good word.